But Lule reminded us he's still got some game. Again, pass for Arsenal, but that one tipped at the line. Incomplete.
I think Alex Singleton got there. Came on the blitz. The dual citizen, registered as a Canadian as far as the ratio goes, and what a pickup. The reason that Taylor Reid, and congratulations to Taylor Reid in Ottawa, was moved out of Calgary, and he took that starting spot. I think it's him that gets his hand on it right there.
Yep. Leone with a big boot. Finch back at his 21-yard line. And the cover team gets the job done. Swarming Finch at the 26. It's a 25-point Calgary lead. Third quarter.
This is a holiday, and this is our vodka. There's in-laws and outlaws. There's old favorites, new twists, and selfless gestures. As long as we're all here, cheers to our holidays.
There's a world of points just sitting there, being pointless. But with American Express, you can use your points to pay for virtually anything you've purchased on your card. American Express. Realize the potential.
We put everything into this, practice after practice.
Drill after drill, our sweat, our blood.
I do this for the ring. I do this to win.
I've worked too hard, too long.
I will not pass up this chance. It's my turn to lift the cup.
I'm Henry Burris.
I'm Andrew Harris.
I'm Bo Levi Mitchell.
I'm Manny Arsenault from Team Shaw 2016.
My name is Mike Riley, and this is my road to the Grey Cup.
Well, it's been an era of excellence here in Calgary. I guess it extended way back with Wally Bono, but after he left, there was some flux, and then John Hufnagel came in, and this team has been a contender or a champion ever since.
Now, Henry Burris was a starting quarterback in 2008.
And now let's go to Sarah Oleski on the sidelines.
Thank you, Chris. We asked Dave Dickinson about John Hufnagel, and he said that it's been such a smooth transition so far with Dave taking over as coach, and he feels fortunate to be a part of it. He said that when John Hufnagel was brought up here, he felt that it really stabilized. He said you could tell even from the outside that it stabilized this organization. They were able to find someone that had that dual role capability of general manager as well as coach, solid personnel, and you look at the job that he has done here with the Calgary Stampeders when he was in that dual role, and then the role that he has now.
Anthony Parker after that sidearm toss, ball loose, and does BC touch it last? It is BC Lion football as Parker is shaken up. Mike Edom with the hit that separates Anthony Parker from the football.
Second big hit in this game from Mike Edom. Good move here to spin out of it, but Purifoy steps. Edom is the guy who knocks it out. I was going to say Purifoy knocks it out, but it's Fenner.
Chandler Fenner last to touch. And Parker still on the field, getting attention. And that time, Parker's second effort turns out to be costly. So that gives BC a little more life. An interception in the end zone that took potential Calgary points off the board, and now the Lions take over at the Calgary 32. I was going to say earlier, Winnipeg was down by, 24, 25 points, came back to take a lead in the final minute here at McMahon in a game that everybody had written off at halftime. A lot of work to be done.
See that
Lions at least have some hope.
Yeah, they do. And you see that conversation there between Wally Bono and that was Paul McCallum with the coat on that he was talking to. Looks like Parker will be okay. I think McCallum was wondering if they would go for a field goal here or not, or just play three-down football from here on in to get back in this game. The fact that he's getting that ball up to warm up, okay, they'll take the points if they don't convert here.
First down BC, Calgary 32-yard line. Lule has 6 receivers. Short drop, pitch by Rainey. Big hit on the play, but he hangs on against Jamal Wall. They'll mark it just outside the 25, a 7-yard pickup.
It's called quads, or 4 receivers to the wide side of the field. Rainey, the 4th receiver, most inside and closest to Lule, takes a hard hit and hangs on.
Got a real good spot. Second and short. Lule one pump. Anybody home? Trouble. Gets away. Gets a block. It was complete, but no, incomplete it was. Well short of the first down. In fact, back at the line of scrimmage. So we caught that conversation between Wally Bono and Paul McCallum, and he will come on.
Yeah, he'll come on. They'll go for the points, take the points in this good field position off the turnover. A little magic act initially from Lule, and then the ball just a little bit low.
McCallum, well, we're going to get a challenge flag first. Wally Bono's staff saw something that might keep the offense on the field.
They might be looking for an illegal contact from one of the defensive backs.
BC is challenging. There was illegal contact on their receiver, number 84. We'll review the play.
So Brandon Smith, I believe, was covering Emmanuel Arsenault. There's Arsenault there. Let's take a look. The ball is on the 25-yard line, so after 5 yards, no contact allowed. Double move from Arsenault and a grab from Brandon Smith right there. So new rule this year, the coaches can challenge illegal contact on passing plays, and they will have spotters up looking for it in crucial situations.
A matchup with guys on gimpy ankles. Arsenault against Brandon Smith. Wally Bono hasn't had much success throwing the challenge flag this year, but this would be an important call if it goes BC's way. And if successful, unbelievably, the first penalty of the game against the Stampeders.
After review, we have illegal contact. Calgary number 28. It'll be a 10-yard penalty and a first down.
That was a good challenge, and they found it. And found it in time before the snap for the field goal attempt. So it gives Travis Lule another set of downs, and they'll line it up on the 15-yard line after the illegal contact. Discovered in replay.
Down to the 15. First penalty of the game. Coming here with just over 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Fans trying to rev up their defense and disrupt Lule. Out of the pocket. Throwing end zone. Back for grabs. Intercepted. Glenn Love comes down with the football.
But you can almost see it happening, even with the veteran. And Travis Lule rolling to his right, having to throw it across his body back into the middle of the field. I think Lions fans right here were saying, just go ahead and run it, get what you can. He throws it across the body. How many times have you seen that in football at all levels? Both sides of the border, when you throw it across, rolling to your right, back into the middle, and there's traffic in there. Love comes up with it, but Josh Bell was back there as well. If he doesn't catch it, I think Bell does.
Yeah, double coverage, an athletic play by Glenn Love, though. What a terrific play by the former BC Lion, who takes Duran Mayo's spot at the weak side linebacker position. Always a little sweeter to do it, not only in a postseason game, but against your former team, as the former UCLA Bruin just did against his old Lion teammates. And now a time count violation against the Stampeders.
Count violation. Calgary number 19. 5-yard penalty, remains first down.
Bo Levi Mitchell talking to his receiving corps about that formation. Like when they broke the huddle, they went to the wrong side. Of course, with all the different and new look formations we've seen in this game.
Timer, please reset the clock to 1:22.
Seen Kamar Jordan as a fullback.
Go first and 15. Back at the 20. Lule swings it out. Messam had a good year receiving. Stopped by Big Hill. Jerome Messam with 54 catches during the regular season. Said that's one area he has most improved in over his years in the league.
Yeah, dual threat, no question. You can play him as tight end, too. And Dave Dickinson has done that at different times throughout the year. Go with double tights. You got Rob Cote, who also plays there. Not on this down.
Back to the original line of scrimmage in 2nd and 10. Here comes pressure. Mitchell over the middle, and it's dropped. A drop there by Daniels, who hasn't dropped many this season, and the punt team has to come on.
Good recognition, though, from Mitchell. He saw the blitz coming, knew that he couldn't block them all, so this was his check down man. He gets it out of there. Can't throw it much better. That's just a drop by Tavares Daniels.
Iannuzzi and Rainey back, and Rob Baver's done a good job of keeping it out of Rainey's hands for the most part here today. Does it again, Iannuzzi, and they'll reverse it, and Rainey is stopped. Well covered there, and there's Glenn Love, who made the interception and has been outstanding on the teams all season long, tied for 3rd in the league with 21. So Jonathan Jennings watched for most of the 3rd quarter. Wally Buono sending his young star back in after a time to regroup.
Interesting decision here. Go back to Jennings after the interception from Lule.
Fake on a roll, and that pass incomplete, intended for Iannuzzi, but a flag down. Ciante Evans in coverage, and the coverage a little too tight.
Defensive pass interference. Calgary number 0. Point of foul, automatic first down, and we'll have one more play in the quarter.
Can't end the quarter on a penalty. As the intended target. Ciante Evans 0. It's a little too much contact as the ball's arriving.
Evans in his 2nd year, an all-star who intercepted Jonathan Jennings in the late stages of that overtime game that stoked the Stampeder comeback. But it's first down BC at the 43. Jennings, open man, and he short hops it incomplete. So we're through 3 quarters. BC gets on the board. Defense creates a couple of turnovers. Lule finds Arsenault in the end zone, but a long way for the Lions still to climb. 98 yards passing for Jonathan Jennings in the first half. 86 in the 3rd quarter for Travis Lule. And interesting the way Wally Buono is using his quarterbacks now.
Yeah, remember at the end of the first half, Jennings threw the interception for a touchdown. Did not start the 3rd quarter. It was Lule. I thought the team showed a more of a spark with Lule in there in the 3rd quarter, but he throws that interception in the end zone, and he gets pulled. The 4th quarter looks like it's Jennings. There's no question that Jennings is a quarterback of this football team, but I thought that Lule gave the entire team a bit of a spark, but for the one bad decision. the other side of this, Chris, is with Jennings with his big down the field arm and the deficit they're looking at. Wally Buono might have said, we need some big plays down the field.
Can he make the most of his second chance? He's in trouble here and gets tossed down. Cordero Law. And that is only the first sack of the game for Calgary.
First sack, but they've been in the backfield. I've seen Cordero Law, Charleston Hughes, and we've seen a few plays by Jagarrett Davis. And they're getting in the face of Jonathan Jennings and causing him problems. That's the first sack, but he's been thrown around and over that rush, causing some high throws in that first half. Another challenge from Wally Buono. He looks like he wants to.
Yep, it's on the turf. What do we got this time?
All the way. Got chipped again.
BC is challenging for illegal contact on their receiver number 16. We'll review the play.
So Brian Burnham was apparently an intended target. Let's find out what happened en route.
Desperate times for Wally Buono, trying to create with these challenges. He won the first one, but it didn't pay off with a touchdown. Well, that's minimal contact. If I don't see any look there where Joe Burnett is trying to impede the receiver, he just basically tapped him.
Might have had a better case if Burnham tried to take that inside, but
the other thing is, had the sack already occurred by that time down the field,
part of what they
assuming no,
what they look at in.
But that was minimal. It's got to be illegal contact, not just a touch or
like the
contact.
first one, right?
Yeah, the first one was impeded the receiver on the double move. Be very surprised if this is overturned and won by Wally Buono.
After review, the ruling on the field stands. BC will be charged with their first timeout.
So the punt team remains on the field for Wally Buono here in the first minute of the fourth quarter. Roy Finch back. Leone drives that one. Finch back to his 20. 53-yard punt, but returnable. And look at Finch with a spin up to the 43-yard line, but a flag on the play. After the big punt, we'll sort it out when we come back. Into the fourth quarter, Bo Levi Mitchell under 14 minutes away from another trip to the Cup. Stage a big second half rally earlier today. Ottawa held them off there in the Grey Cup. BC's made a little noise in the second half, but Calgary looks like they're in control. And then Kamar Jordan, another catch up near midfield. Taken down by Mike Edom.
Yeah, that was a bust, and Kamar Jordan put his hand up right as he left the line of scrimmage. Busting the coverage from BC, and he knows he's going to be open. Right from here, he sees the open area back in there. You don't see him yet. That's Bakari Grant. There's Kamar Jordan, number 88, and he puts his hand up saying, hey, they're trying to cover me with the safety, Mike Edom, all the way from the middle of the field. That's not going to happen. A 28-yard gain for Jordan.
Handed off to Finch. Right side, and he gets through the first wave and down to the 30. Flag on the play at midfield. You know, Milt Stegall mentioned that fresh legs were obvious today, and Roy Finch showing you fresh legs on that dance.
It is a great example of it, and the difference between a well-rested team with fresh legs. And watch Solomon Elimimian try and track him down and lose the angle. You just don't see that from Elimimian.
Lucky number 50. 10-yard penalty after the first down. First down.
But they've been, this defense for BC on the field.
Well, the illegal block against Spencer Wilson. After the first down, they take it to midfield. So 1st and 10 right at midfield. So a 12-yard run prior to the penalty credited to Finch. But again, those big guys up front got the job done. The run offense is working. Levi Mitchell's had plenty of time, and Jerome Messam has 5 more.
One of the storylines coming in was in the 2 games these 2 teams played early in the year. The Lions won the first one of the regular season. A few weeks later, going to overtime. They got to Bo Levi Mitchell. We started the game telling that storyline that 7 sacks of 8 in the first half of the season against Mitchell came against the Lions. They have not got to Mitchell in this game this afternoon. That O-line has shut it down. They can't get pressure unless they send the house.
2nd and 5. Short drop, pressure on there, but they swing it out. And Messam's got another Calgary first down. And with each one, they get a little closer to the big game in Toronto.
Well, and then what it forces a defense to do, Chris, is to send more linebackers, send guys from the secondary, and then when you do that, now it's up to Mitchell to recognize he doesn't have them all blocked and just check it down. Check it down to either Jerome Messam, maybe a crosser for Marquay McDaniel. And he recognizes that blitz as well as any quarterback in the league.
Messam up to 80 yards from scrimmage in the game. Rolling, and so is Messam. Messam first down.
When you get tired and fatigue starts kicking in, you can see the Lions kind of just walking around. It affects your tackling defensively. You don't get in the right position. You don't have bent knees. Nice hole there again by the O-line. It gets Messam in there. And if anyone can make himself small in the hole at 265, Jerome Messam can still pull that off, too.
Yeah, no offense, yo, he's taller. Hold on. Okay.
6 different Stampeder to, or 6th Stampeder to win the rushing title in 9 years. John Corbett did it multiple times. Finch in for Messam, and he is cooking. Another first down run.
Shane Bergman, you mentioned him early. Derek Dennis. We're starting to just, again, a tired defensive team, a tired BC Lion team. Watch 60 and 64 just take care of their men, open up a hole. Rob Cote, I mentioned earlier in the game, he gets involved in the blocking scheme as well.
This against the stingiest defense during the regular season. Overall, number 2 against the run. Finch again, look at him dart. Breaks the tackle. Purefoyle takes him down. But it's another Calgary first down.
The legs come out from under you when you're tired and fatigue's kicked in and you're trying to make a tackle, even on a small player. Roy Finch may be small, but he's powerful, strong legs. It's on a big hit. Just the legs give out. Now you're trying to tackle. And it's not going to work at this level.
Well, they do bring out the chains to confirm that Finch got the necessary yardage. Looks like he's going to come up a few chain links short.
Dave Dickinson doing the play calling. Can feel it. His offensive line has run the line of scrimmage all game long, but really now starting to impose their will, and he's staying on the ground. Grinding down the clock. Jerome Messam, change of pace, Roy Finch. Hey, if they can't stop it, you're just going to keep pounding it.
That's out of the Mike Pringle playbook.
Oh, yeah.
I hate to bring back nightmares.
I just twitched.